Slenderman is my most wanted killer to come to Dead by Daylight. But how would he work if he was added to the game? Well, here's my concept of how Slenderman could work if he was added to Dead by Daylight. Well, first one we got to understand is which license will they go for to add Slenderman into the game. Number 1 being the version from Slender the Arrival, of course one of the most well-known Slenderman games, and this what I think will be the most likely option they will go for. Number 2 being the version that they will go for from Victor Surge, or even make their own version with help from Victor Surge. If you don't know who Victor Surge is, he's the creator of Slenderman on the Something Awful forums, and also he made these 2 very iconic images of Slenderman in a Photoshop contest. And for the final option, if they're extremely desperate for Slenderman to come into the game, I think they'll go for the Marble Hornets license. In Marble Hornets, Slenderman isn't called Slenderman, he's called the Operator in that, and that's what people mostly envision when they think of Slenderman. Now that we've gone out the way that licenses that they could do if he ever came to the game, now let's work out his power. So, Slenderman's power would be called Awful Paranoia, and with this power would come with 3 new abilities. Ability number 1 would be a teleportation ability, and how the teleportation ability would work is 8 pages will spawn across the map, similar to the Onryo's TVs. And when Slenderman teleports near a page, and if a survivor is near a page, they will gain a stack of paranoia. Each survivor will have 8 stacks of paranoia before they will get highlighted by Killer Instinct, which will allow Slenderman to teleport towards that survivor. And they will gain the exposed status effect. If you don't know what the exposed status effect is, that means they can be hit with a basic attack and go down instantly. And when a survivor has 8 stacks of paranoia, they can also be moried by the Slenderman. But there is a way to get rid of a stack of paranoia for a survivor. They only have to collect the pages, which will respawn after a period of time in a different location. And his second ability would be Tentacle Grab and Pin. This ability would work very similar to Pinhead's chains, and when a survivor breaks free or gets hit by a basic attack from the Slenderman, it will result in an injury, and if they break free from the tentacles while they're injured, they will be put into the bended state. And his last ability would be Tentacle Grab and Look. This ability would work very similar to Deathslinger's gun, but instead of reeling in a survivor, they will be looking at the Slenderman, and each 5 seconds you look at the Slenderman while being grabbed by one of his tentacles, you will gain 1 stack of paranoia. But this ability will go on cooldown for 30 seconds after being used. Now that we're done with his power, let's move on to his 3 teachable perks. Perk number 1 will be Can't Run. When a survivor looks at you in your terror radius, they will gain the Ended status effect for 8 seconds. This perk will go on cooldown for 60 seconds after being activated. Next perk is Always Watching. Each time you hit 4 survivors with a basic attack, it will reveal their auras to you for 5 seconds. 7 seconds if you have Lethal Pursuer. And the final perk is Operator's Fright. Each time you hook a survivor, general aggression will be faster by 2%. This will go up to a stack of 8. So, that's my chapter concept for Slenderman in Dead by Daylight. Have they made this killer balanced, underpowered, or overpowered? Please let me know down in the comments. And also leave down in the comments your concept for Slenderman for Dead by Daylight. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Hey, don't you see that big red button right there? I think you need to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. Come on, subscribe already!